We're live.
It was on best deal. They only got one.
Maybe not. I don't even know if it's working. We'll see how it works. Hey guys, how's it going? Happy Sunday. I still don't like people will watch it later, so I don't want to leave it like just super dead air in the beginning, you know? So I'm just gonna eat my oatmeal till some people show up.
Nice. That said, that had that on there before, obviously, right? Nice.
What up, Mike?
It was just a white shirt.
How's it look over there? Is it working? Mike?
Yeah, it's working.
Is the sound working? Nice. Word up. Did your comment show up on the screen over there?
Yeah.
That's tight. Is
the sound working? Here, is this where you sent it?
Nice. Word up.
I haven't sent it yet.
Yeah, alright.
Shout out to the 2 people on the live stream.
Alright, I gotta go, man. Later. Right.
Actually, 1 person. Okay, we got 7 people now. What's up, guys? How's it going, Craig? Checking out the this new broadcasting software, BeLive.tv. BeLive.tv broadcast. If I can type right, let's see. I should have took typing lessons. Boom. BeLive.tv broadcast. How's everybody doing? Put some comments in the box so I can engage with you guys here. Boom. Craig Vork says, bam. Craig Vork's in the house. Who else is in the house? Mike Young. Mike Young's in the house. Mike Young says, what up, REEZY? Just the 2 of us. We can make it if we try. Sorry. I shouldn't really ever sing. It should be illegal for me to sing. Yeah. Did you guys go hit some yard sales, garage sales, estate sales this morning? Shout out to Chad Kale, who's feeling excellent on a sunny day. It's not sunny at all where I'm at. Check it out. Let's see. It's overcast. You can't really tell, but it's not blue. It's gray. Look at this. Boom.
Hi. My group members are coming over
At noon? I'm having humans come over?
Yeah.
Real humans?
Yeah.
Can I make fun of you in front of your friends?
You already do.
Nice. Awesome. Mike Young, 4 sales on his first day of FBA. That's what's up. Let's see. You guys got any specific questions that you need help with? Especially if you just started, it looks like you might need some help. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and put it up in the box and I'll throw it up on the screen. Nice, nice. Sundays are good to post on eBay. It's actually kind of cold and I'm super penny pincher. So instead of turning the heater on, you know, I'm rocking my Jedi robe and my beanie. In my house, it's the only place where I'm not afraid to wear all red, so it just so happens to be my favorite color. Eating some oatmeal. Peanut butter and honey. Steel cut oats, you know the deal. How many items you got listed on eBay, Craig? White labeling from Alibaba sounds cool, especially if you find a good product that has a lot of traffic and you don't have too much competition or you're selling it in other marketplaces or whatever. I mean, if it's a good product, what's there to worry about, you know? If it's a good product, the price is right, and the competition isn't too bad, go for it. You don't know where to start with FBA. Ask me some questions. I don't know where to start with helping you if you don't ask me some questions. That's a start. 50. Let's see. Yeah, so that was what I was talking about private labeling from Alibaba. I got to remember to put the comments on the screen that I'm answering. So I told him with some questions. and I'll give them some answers. How's the quality of the broadcast though, guys? It's the first time using this BeLive.tv. It's very easy. It's integrated with your Facebook. It's a couple clicks to set up a broadcast. And I didn't read any instructions, and now we're doing this. So is it true that YouTube pays 4 cents per view? I think that's an average, yeah, not 4 cents per view, 0.004 cents, so almost half of a cent. I think that's a good average estimate. I don't know if that's like solid across the board. I think, because I hear so many people say that on average, and it looks to be somewhat true on mine sometimes and others that I know what they're getting paid, but I think it has to do with your average view count, your average view time. So it's not just the amount of views you get, it's also the amount of time that people spend watching your broadcast. So those two factors, when recipeed up right, might equal that. But definitely YouTube is profitable. It takes a long time to get it going. Let's see, I gotta go back and hide this other comment. Let's see. No delay, looks good. Nice. Should just do the Money Talks show on this. Package was marked as delivered, but we have not received it. My third this week, Denise. Denise what? So, my third this week. Hello, this package was marked as delivered, but we have not received it. So, that's not your responsibility. If you sell via Amazon FBA, that's Amazon's responsibility. So just send them a canned message directing them to Amazon support. And if they get mad and leave a bad feedback, Amazon will remove it. So don't even trip. Why do you still work out of your garage? Well, we have several different, let's see, let's put that up. We have several different, we work in 3 states. So we have a storage facility in one, and we work out of my garage and then my business partner's garage. It's just comfortable. It's super easy. We don't have a lot of employees. So we have 2 employees, really, 2.5, and 1.5 of them operate our remote location out of a storage facility. And the other employee is my little brother who lives with me. And so we run it out of the garage. It's tight, expensive realty in California. Also, we don't really need a lot of space because we're not storing products. We're just processing products and getting them out. Mail dudes showing up on a Sunday. I keep forgetting that they do deliveries on Sundays now. Is there a certain type of books to start sourcing with? Yeah, for sure, man. Nonfiction books, primarily textbooks. Textbooks, then nonfiction. That's what you're going to do. Yeah, Jeremy, you know, I'm stepping up. I see people. I see what they do. It's time to adapt. This Brog dude, I'm very impressed with this software, by the way, guys. This is very easy. I didn't read any instructions. Click, 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 broadcast. That should be how they market this. Let's see. You going to add REEZY ASD? No, man. Probably not. I haven't ever been to any one of those. I'm actually going to go look it up right now. Let's see. ASD, Amazon. I don't even know what it stands for, to be honest. I don't even pay attention to that kind of stuff. Amazon seller's dump. What does it stand for, actually, guys? I just tried to Google it. I didn't get anything in 10 seconds besides that. BeLive will be handy once they connect to Periscope, enable broadcast across platforms. I'm sure you could do that with some other stuff. Let's see. Would you advise a prep ship company for an international seller? Definitely. It's one of the only ways you're going to be able to get into the American market is is to order like online arbitrage or private label to your prep company in America. Definitely advisable using something like tactical arbitrage or something. Have you used LinkedIn at all? No, I have not used LinkedIn, but I am considering signing up for LinkedIn, and I never ever joined LinkedIn in the past because I use social media for my personal self, and I just thought of it as being super cheesy and stupid. But now that I use social media for business, like I haven't used my personal social media for a long time. I use my personal Facebook for business, etc. I think I might set up a LinkedIn account. I've just heard too many success stories of people networking and just ending up in good situations through LinkedIn. So I think I should probably check it out. And no, I haven't used it to develop relations with retail managers, but that sounds like an amazing idea. I do develop relations like face to face all the time. Who's going to REEZYCon? Let's do it, guys. REEZYCon. Get Money Online 2017. It's going to be sick. Gary Vee's going to be there. We're going to have live DJs, like real DJs. It's going to be the sickest conference and the sickest after party. You're going to be some real networking. How many books did you dispose of to avoid long-term storage fee? We ended up dumping 7,000 items from 21,000. 5+ years to accumulate. I don't handle the removals. My business partner does that, but as far as I know, we removed most of it and destroyed it during the last free removal promotion. And we trimmed up some more stuff that we weren't as smart on. You know, we always have subscribed to the belief that things that take longer to sell should be worth more. So when the new fees hit, it didn't really impact us too much. It impacted our new buying strategies, but our older strategies were still sound because anything that took, you know, over a year to sell is going to be over $10 sale for sure or higher. And so yeah, not too many, but I can tell you that we just bit the huge bullet on long-term storage fees. We just paid over 10 racks for long-term storage fees, but we wouldn't have done that if it wouldn't be worth it. So I'm just playing the game. Those books are worth it. The demand doesn't change because Amazon changes their fees. The supply definitely does change though, so we're still in the game. For the book hustle, is it mostly a numbers game? My first shipment was around send in. Yeah, it's definitely a numbers game, Mike. Just push it, grow that snowball, right? So if you're not continuously shipping products into FBA, the fees will eat into your snowball and you want it to grow. Let's see. White labeling, have you done it? But no, I do have a private label product, but we customized it. And we're not doing too well on it anyways. How do you get good deals on sneakers? I buy most of my sneakers at Marshall's or anywhere that has half off sneakers or, you know, 25-30% off. Nike Friends and Family sale coming up this weekend, guys. Pay attention. Do you ever buy new international editions at lower cost and sell at new? Hell no. That'd be the stupidest thing you could ever do. You'd have to be retarded to do that. Yo, Reezy, what up, Sean? Yeah, no, I heard it's huge, man. Did you produce anything from that? Any profitable contacts or wholesale relations or anything like that? I have been wanting to go to one of those shows. Honestly, I don't even want to go for the show. I want to go just to meet other people. How do you get your books on reprice it down to market value? So we use a very aggressive template that searches for the books by price based on our initial upload price, and that drives them down super aggressively to market price, which is we do merchant fulfilled, or we do merchant fulfilled FBA, add 25%. I don't know. I haven't set it up for a while. If you read Nathan Holmquist's blog, booktothefuture.com, he has an article about how he does reprice it, and it's pretty similar to the way we do it. So I recommend you checking that out.
Can these fit my sheets I like to use?
Let's see.
Anybody? So one of them. Secret sauce.
On average, how many days a week do I eat pizza? This is a good question. At least one, maybe as many as 3. It depends. Like if my wife's out of town, I'll probably eat pizza 5 nights in a row. Let's see. Is ReezyCon real? Yes. One good thing about ASD is networking. If you're planning to find vendors, you need to do your research up front. All the vendors are on the website. Good point, Jeremy. So don't go there to find vendors. Go there to give out high fives. I'll give out a lot of high fives. That'll be fun. Hi, Belinda. How are you doing? We need some brownies, Belinda. When are we going to do a brownie giveaway for the group? I don't think they even know that you make the world's best brownies. What are the must needed tools for reselling? For reselling in general, or what? You know, you're going to need internet. You know, hopefully you have a phone, a smartphone with a cell plan. If you're doing books, you need a scanner. You need database mode on FBA scan. It's a pretty in-depth question right there. Let's see. Off to a sell. We'll watch later. That a girl. Go get it, Carrie. Jeremy Manuel. He's a Ninja Turtle just like me. Loves pizza. Let's see. I gotta take a couple more bites of this oatmeal. Yes, it is real. I've seen it. That's what up, Matt. What did you do to get ungated in beauty, Matt? Let him know. In case you guys don't know, Matt is one of my students. He did a consultation with me, like 2 months ago, Matt? 3 months ago? And we've stayed in touch, and Matt is just killing it. And actually, his brother, Samuel, is helping me out with my website, too. So Matt is just a great guy all around. Let's see. I do have a base salary, so I take fixed disbursements or whatever. I'm not actually on like salary. But yeah, I don't just like take everything and then like put back as needed or whatever. Oh yeah, oatmeal. Steel cut oatmeal, Bob's Red Meal, steel cut oats with peanut butter and honey. That's it. Local honey. That's all we know. So that's how Matt got ungated in beauty. He used invoices and kept his account 100. If you don't know what keeping your account 100 means, that means just keeping it 100. It's pretty self-explanatory. Oh yeah, Belinda's a chef, a baker, a pastry artisan, brownie producing. I don't know, but yeah. So if she says Bob's is good, you know it's good. That's cosign. Hey Mike, I went sourcing today and I found some books with reasonable ranks and a lot of penny offers and 0 FBA offers. Should I not buy those books because there are many penny offers? If the rank is good and you're getting them for cheap, and there's, FBA is over $8 or whatever, you should buy it, but make sure you're clicking through by touching the column header on FBA side to see the actual FBA offers, because if you don't know, your scanner is lying to you. Are you okay?
I'm all right.
Don't choke to death. Hold on, guys. Alyssa almost choked to death. Are you all right?
I'll be okay.
Are you going to be all right?
No.
All right. You can't let your kids choke to death. That's a major key. Let's see. Jeremy got that spicy chicken. Yeah, but when are you going to go to Broadus Burgers? When are you going to do it? Homie hit me up the other day. So here's a little story, guys. Check this out. One of my followers, I'm not sure what his name is, but he owns a burger joint in Louisiana. I believe it's called Broadus Burgers, Broaddus Burgers. Google it and get back to me or whatever. But he accidentally account me on his business account or whatever, because you know how it is. If you do social media, you follow the stuff you want to see from the accounts you're operating also. Anyways, and so he snapped me a snap of him like cutting a burger in half and like pulling it out with like mega cheese, and it looked all super delicious. And I was like, dude, what the heck? Why'd you send me a snap of a burger? And he was like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. This is my business account. And apparently he's, in mid-20s. He owns a burger joint in Louisiana called Broadus Burgers. And he's a hustler because he's trying to use Snapchat to slang burgers. So he's like the owner, and he works there, and he's trying to run the social media all at the same time. And he has a good personality. His snaps are all like burgers getting cut with like cheese just like stretching out or whatever. And he was like, come through. And I was like, yo, I live in Cali, but I know some fools that live in Louisiana. So I hit Jeremy up, and I still don't think Jeremy has gone through there. But if he does, he's about to get like half off or get some kind of crazy deal. I don't know. But he actually messaged me, Jeremy, and asked me if you came through yet or not. He was like, no one came through and mentioned you, so I don't think you came through. But if you do, mention me. And I asked him, and he said he's down to put a promo together, like a REEZY Resell's homie, friends and family, Broadus burger deal or whatever. Like, I'm not getting paid or anything. I just appreciate the hustle, and I see him out here, doing his thing. Like, you're a true hustler if you're trying to sell burgers on Snapchat. And so whatever he puts together, it's going to be like a good deal, and I'll let you guys know. And if you or anyone lives in Louisiana, just like come through, run through, holler one time at your boy, say REEZY Resell's sent me, and get you a deal and help out a small business. You know what I mean? Pretty cool.
Plan got changed.
Plan got changed. One sec, guys.
We're going to meet at Emma's house instead. I just need a night over there.
When are you leaving?
Noon.
All right, cool. Yeah, you should go, Jeremy, and make a little video. It's all about helping each other out. Like, if he's hustling that hard and his burgers are actually good, you know what I mean? Like, why wouldn't you want to eat there or make a little video about it or whatever? Let me take off that burger comment. Let's go next one. Has Amazon started restricting new titles? I've come across a few books like When Breath Becomes Air. When then I upgrade to AIMS app, it gives restrictions. Thanks, bro. I haven't ran across this too much myself. Sometimes they have random restrictions for like new editions or errors or something like that.
1 second.
Pastry chef, jeez. When you're at a loss for words on live, it's never good. Let's see. Most books I scanned are a penny. Sometimes I get discouraged and try to get more of small appliances. So that's just how it goes with books, and that's why you have to be really fast. That's why database and a scanner is important, and so you can just hit it fast, because the name of the game is to get through all the junk as fast as possible. The other thing is that you don't know if the sources that you're at, for one, have good books ever, or if someone came before you and got them all. So you need to find out if they have books ever, and the way that you do that is by going relentlessly, like every single day, and going at different times. Eventually, you'll find books there, and you'll learn when your competition is showing up or when the employees put books out or whatever. I have a video on YouTube called Tips and Tricks for Thrifters or Thrifting or whatever. Go check that out. Basically, you want to befriend the workers and stuff so that they want you to win. And then, they'll tell you, oh, hey, I put some books out, or there's some books over there, or maybe they'll text you when the books come out or whatever. So See you later, Mike. Have a good day. Just a baker, really. Someone said hi, Alyssa.
Hi.
It was Belinda.
Brownies are great.
She said your brownies are great.
Yeah, the whole house eats them before I get more than one.
Joe Diaz, new to FBA shipment, sent 8 out from December 16th and 7 are closed. 1 from January 2 still says shipped. Call them and check it out. Check your tracking numbers. Sometimes they're just super delayed. BroAddisBurgers.com. Here it is. Cool. Check it out, guys. BroAddisBurgers.com. The dude, the owner or whatever that runs the social media, he has a good personality and he has like high energy. I told him, he should just keep going and keep crushing it. Definitely could do it. Okay, guys, you saw it. We're holding you to that, Jeremy. You got to go check out Broaddis Burgers. Make sure you find out how to pronounce it properly for us as well. I want to see like video of you and homie. That would be so tight. You'll make a road trip? How far is that? That's so far to drive to buy a burger from someone that I barely know, but highly respect the hustle. It's not just about following my hustle, guys. It's follow the hustle. You know what I mean? Like, that's hustle. You're slinging burgers on Snapchat. A lot of people would probably tell you you couldn't sell anything on Snapchat, or like, how do you sell on Snapchat? What do you mean? I'm talking to you like you're talking to me. We're selling burgers on Snapchat. Let's see. I own a motel in Minnesota. If anyone wants a REEZY half-price room, yes, that's what's up. I'm telling you, let's come up with some kind of REEZY promo package. I don't want any money. I just want all the REEZY ninjas getting hooked up and all the REEZY ninjas that own businesses also getting hooked up with clients. And you know what I mean? We all win, guys. Let's do this. Like, if you're about your business, this is how you get clients, man. You give people deals, you provide value, and when it comes through, you do a good-ass job. Guarantee you'll get more business. Hit me up, Brandon. Send me a message to reezyresells@gmail.com, subject line hotel deal, and we'll definitely work that out. That is very awesome of you to offer that. Let's see. Here we go again with Michelle Coop. I don't know why I said again. Anyways, hey Mike, the Hubster and I, shout out to the Hubster. And I argue every time we go out sourcing, literally, he always wants to buy books with good rank below FBA prices. It will come up, let's just say 50 cents, but because it's low rank, he still wants to buy them, saying that they will go up in a couple months. The price does creep, but I always say no because it's not enough to justify buying it, if that makes sense. Yeah. So I wouldn't be buying those unless the FBA price is $8 or higher. And I mean, sometimes you get books so cheap for like a quarter, right? And so the FBA price isn't quite $8, but it's trending towards $8. Like the new offers are more than 8, and the FBA is 6, and Amazon sells it for more than 8, like 10 or 12 or something. And so you're getting it for a quarter. And so, yeah, I do buy those. These are like the very, very popular titles, the same books that, these are the same books that you could sell to your local bookstore. And these books are books that are going to go up in price a few dollars, maybe as much as $5 throughout the year. I can't think of any off the top of my head, but some of you guys can. Put them in the comments. These are the books that, they're regularly not worth anything, but then if you stack them up at some point in the year, they'll be worth, $8 or more. But even though they were, like $5, I'm not exactly sure what happens when the demand goes up. It's just like, maybe it's required reading for school, stuff like that, for colleges. So there's a lot of classrooms buying 30 copies and the demand spikes. I don't know. But investment, just make turn on your investment, which may or may not be as important to you. Since it's just books, right? But if you need that 50 cents or $1, if it's locked up and you can't access those to buy books that you could have made profit on, then it becomes a problem. So you guys might still have to argue about it a little bit more. I haven't opened up my marital counseling firm yet. I need one for myself though, honestly. What is my favorite site to buy gift cards? I usually use the Raise app, but I have been told that Card Cash bulk is the way to go. That's the way I plan to go soon. Make sure to look at the restrictions. You are seeing sometimes ebooks, so pay attention for ebooks under restricted. Yeah, definitely. Make sure you have the right listing, guys. If you guys are on Facebook, which I'm assuming you are, please thumbs up this broadcast and share it if you can. I don't even think you can share it because the group's private, huh? I've been telling folks to not list books as new. What is your opinion, REEZY? Yeah, I agree with that. I do list, I buy books that are new and sell them as new, but I would not recommend that to any new sellers like right now based on what's been happening. So it's quite apparent to me that Amazon is treating new sellers differently than old sellers with the new restrictions and algorithms and stuff like that. I can do things that would get you suspended and I would just get an email about it and nothing would happen. Hey Beatrice, what's up? We're just doing a little Sunday AMA Q&A, holler at your boy, super serious broadcast. Super serious Sunday. Super serious Sunday. Hey guys, welcome to Super Serious Sunday. I'm your host, REEZY Resells. I'm going to be real serious now. Let's see. Have you ever bought products, flip them, and take the profits and invested in dividend stocks? A little project I started, thriftmade.com. Congratulations for getting your website onto my broadcast. I don't do stocks or stuff like that. I have people that do that for me. It's not fun for me, so I can't give my attention to it at all. Have you ever bought stuff wholesale, pallets of returns? If you have known anyone who does, is it worth it? I haven't, and yes, I do know people that do it. Is it worth it is different. You know, that's subjective. Are you used to making $10 an hour or 20 or 50 or 100? Or some people don't want to deal with inspecting products that may or may not be broken or busted or whatever. There's a bunch of sites you can order pallets from. There's a bunch of trusted YouTubers that have done videos about buying pallet lots and stuff. So check that out. We go to Louisiana all the time. It's a thing here, really. Sounds good to me. Then do it, man. Hit him up, man. This is cool. What's up, John? How you doing? What time is it over in Manchester? John's from the UK, guys. Jeremy's in Lafayette. Go hunt him down, guys. Sean David is the hubster. Wait, you guys are both on Facebook? That's just weird. I'm so glad my wife doesn't have a Facebook account. It trips me out when I see people on Facebook and then like their significant other chimes in like, love you too, babe. Way to go. I got your back. Like, can't you just say that when you're at home? Like, I don't know. It's a whole new level of weirdness. No disrespect. Let's see. 6:54 p.m. It's tea time. Can't share private group setting. Yeah, good. It's all private up in here. Now he thinks he's right. No, you're not right, hubster. You're definitely not right. That's one thing I've learned in my life is you don't side with the husband. You side with the wife. So no cosign for the hubster. Hey, Mike, I'm currently flipping garage sale items on eBay and considering getting into FBA as another cash flow. Does the recent Amazon changes make it difficult for new people to get going with FBA? Not really. It's getting more difficult to sell because they're restricting more and more brands and categories, but there's still a lot of opportunity. There's a lot of opportunity with books. The fees did just change, so the minimum price that you would want to sell a book for the floor has risen up if you're a smart seller, but there's still a lot of opportunity, and Amazon FBA is still one of the best opportunities for sellers right now, and everybody should do it. If you want to sell something online, you should be doing Amazon FBA, bottom line. Josh Touche. For real, your last name is Touche? That must be fun to deal with. That's so weird, Corbin. That's so weird. This hashtag facts. That's facts. It took me a long time to realize this. I did not know this when I was 16 when I got married. Now I do. It took me a while. Have you had any success? God, I suck. With Bonanza. You say Bonanza and I say Bonanza. No, I've never used it actually. It's a 3-piece selling platform. Or is it like an auction? I'm looking it up right now. Everything but the ordinary. Yeah, no, man, I'm so out of touch with, like, I even fell off with eBay. I just do Amazon. That's it. Lately, I've been trying to learn print on demand, Facebook ads, Shopify, yada, yada. Shout out to RJ Martinez. Follow RJ Martinez. If you guys don't know who RJ Martinez is, I'm going to put his Instagram handle on the screen right now. He's also a member of our group. Follow at your boy right there. RJ Martinez. Smart kid to follow if you want to learn about all kinds of stuff. Who knows what RJ is going to be learning about, but in the last year, he quit his 9-to-5 and did a lot of amazing things, and now he's teaching me new ways to make money, so that's amazing. Let's see. The suspension stories I hear are crazy. I'm getting a warning email, if anything. Yeah, exactly. People are getting suspended. It's crazy. From what I've heard lately, guys, if you get suspended, don't try and fight it. Just pretend like they're right and give them what they want so that you can get your account back and start selling, because that's most important. Let's see. I think the reason is mainly because they're very cheap. And so the low cost means that you can learn Amazon's system very cheap and low risk. They're also high ROI, so that's just an added bonus. But no matter what form of Amazon you want to get into, I recommend people to do books. Unless you have a ton of time and you learn really well from like reading in books and not doing, I suggest people to do books, because you can really familiarize yourself with the system and it's not going to cost you jack. Yeah, I've been married since I was 16. I had a daughter when I was 16. I dropped out of high school, took my GED the same day I dropped out of high school, got a 99% on that, didn't study. Then started working full time so that my wife could continue going to school. Eventually, I started selling stuff on eBay. I was always a reader, so I had books. I sold my books on eBay one time. Then they went for a ton of money, unexpected to me. So I realized books were worth money. Later, I discovered Amazon and people using barcode scanners and whatever, and the rest was history. So, but yeah, if you guys don't know, like, I grew up super neglected with drug addicted parents, alcoholics, dads in prison, moms in jail, foster homes, group homes, juvenile hall, selling drugs when I was 12 years old, just all kinds of crazy stuff. And yeah, so I'm really stoked to be at where I'm at now. It's been a long journey, It's crazy to me that I had a kid when I was 16, because my daughter that I had when I was 16 is 16 now, and it's like she could barely wash the dishes. I couldn't imagine her having a kid. Let's see. Besides books, what would you recommend to get into that's not restricted in FBA? I just signed up for Amazon merch. I'd say grocery. Get approved for grocery. Get some invoices from some grocery wholesalers. Get approved to sell grocery and get into grocery. It's a very plentiful category. Awesome. Awesome, man. Hustling on the side. That's what you got to do to make it. It's awesome to hear that you're a photographer. Shoot me a link. See some of your photos. I need a photographer for my daughter. Not for this, but for Luna. Thanks a lot for the content you put online. Is it possible to do this book selling thing on Amazon FBA outside the US, like sourcing books from my own country and flip them on Amazon? I'm sure, but I don't know what country you're in. So generally, all the countries other than America that does have Amazon are not as established. They're still maturing, but they're also not as saturated. So it's kind of like, yeah, there's less demand, but there's also way, way, way less supply. And it's kind of like traveling back in time in America a few years, 5 years, whatever. So especially if you know, like my knowledge or other experienced advanced sellers, because I developed all this knowledge myself over the course of maybe the first 5 years of selling, starting 11 years ago. So there wasn't any YouTubers talking about how to do Amazon FBA. I started selling books FBA the first year that the FBA came out, so that was a huge advantage. One thing is just pay attention to the market. If you have books where you're at in your country and people read, which I'm assuming they do, is Amazon running ads? If they are, I'm betting they're planning on growing the marketplace. Do you see the ads on TV? Do you see, billboards, etc.? Who knows, man? You could also do online arbitrage, like using eFlip with prep centers in America to Amazon.com FBA. So just another thing you could try. Let's see. Let's see. Thank you, Amanda. Glad to have you on the broadcast. I'm really impressed with the quality of this broadcast. Like, I can't wait to watch it later and see what it's like when I save it and put it down. And I hope to be able to do this regularly in the group, maybe like once a week or at least once a month. Do you guys have any more questions? Because I finished my oatmeal, and I think Luna's Sunday TV time is done. And I'm out of water too, so this mouth needs a lot of water when it talks. Thanks for joining the broadcast, guys. If you enjoyed this broadcast, please do me a favor, go subscribe my YouTube channel. And hit the little bell when you get there in the upper corner. Major key. That way you get notifications when I go live. And if you want to, if you didn't get your question answered or you're watching this video after I recorded it live, please check into my YouTube. Every Mondays at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I do a live YouTube Q&A call-in show called Money Talks. So I'll answer any question you have. You can call in and ask me, or you can do it off the chat or whatever. So it's a nice way for me to connect with you guys. I don't have a ton of time to spend answering a bazillion DMs all the time. I used to spend a few hours every day. I still spend about an hour, but this is a good way for me to be able to answer your question and then also have that answer help other people as well. So I really appreciate you guys coming to the broadcast and giving me questions to answer, because that helps me generate content that helps other people. So you're helping me provide value, and I really appreciate it. My YouTube channel is just go to REEZY.tv, and there's a link. That's my website, REEZY.tv. And there's a link for my YouTube channel right there. Boom. I also have a blog. I'm going to put up another blog article today. And if you guys aren't aware, I started a podcast last week. So go to your podcast app, whatever it is, and search REEZY, and it should come up. You might have to type REEZY Resells, but I'm doing a podcast, and so far people are really liking it, and I would love to have you listening to it. A lot of you don't have time to watch videos, or you can't catch the live videos like this, but you might dig the audio podcast while you're driving or while you're working out. So that's super neat. And like I said, I appreciate you guys all for joining me. I hope everyone has a good weekend, and let's get ready to rip Monday's face off, right? Peace out, guys.